are mighty champions. Raise your voices to the anthem. Marching line, a mighty army. Wrexham is the name. See the Reds to fight together. Speak their names with pride forever. Marching with a mighty army. Wrexham is the name.
After a good start to the season, we stand with 17 points from 7 games. But up first, we face Bournemouth in the Cup, and after beating Wolves and Bolton, could we record another upset? Bournemouth took the lead early on through Dominic Solanke with a lovely calm finish, but super Paul Mullin drew us level shortly after. Paul Mullin then went on to set up Agyapong to make it 2-1 before Jaros saved Kilkenny's close effort but could only palm it into the path of Vitana, who was on hand to tap in the rebound. We wouldn't be denied, however, and we went on to record another giant killing on penalties. At this point, we were 36 games unbeaten, and the next draw for the League Cup gave us an away tie at Premier League Everton. Well, up next, we travelled to Swindon to resume our league season. Darcy scored a close-range effort before Thomas and Agyapong hit the back of the net in the second half to give us all 3 points. A much-needed win on the road as we continue to assert our dominance at the top of the table. And we followed this with a trip to local rivals Stockport County. A game that our fans wanted us to win at all costs, and it didn't start well as Wootton helped Stockport take the lead with a close range finish before Paul Mullin, Thomas and Palmer all scored to put us 3-1 up. It looked as though the game was well beyond Stockport. There was never a doubt in my mind that we would see this out. But Stockport and Wootton wouldn't be denied, however, as the striker bagged his hat-trick late on from the penalty spot to rescue a point for the home side. 9 games in and we sit top of the league, 21 points from our games so far. But we now take a break from the league for some more cup action, this time in the Papa John's Trophy, as we welcome Wolves under-21s to the racecourse ground. They posed little threat, if I'm being honest, as we ran out 3-0 winners thanks to goals from McCachran and Sinclair. That is the only thing I think with this competition now, is because of the under-21 teams, it can show an unbalance. Fair to say that we will face tougher tests as the season goes on. Back to league action for us now, and we welcome Forest Green to the racecourse ground. Paul Mullin opened the scoring early before Ollie Palmer made it 2. This strike partnership that has developed over the last 2 years is nothing short of unstoppable, and I'll be hard pressed to break it apart with a new signing, even with the likes of Jerome Sinclair and Agyapong, who are always on the bench. There is nobody getting in front of one of these two players. Ollie Palmer set up Elliot Lee late on to grab our third goal for an easy 3-0 win at home. Now, we followed this up with a 1-1 draw at home to Crewe. Not the best result, but then welcomed Mansfield in the next game. 2 goals in the first 10 minutes from Paul Mullin put us into a fantastic position. Mansfield did pull one back shortly after, however Ollie Palmer stepped up to make it 3-1 in the second half, just after half-time, and round off what was a comfortable win. There are question marks being asked over our goalkeeper. He does seem to concede some of the easiest chances. Could a change be coming this season? It's possible, but we'll have to see. Our next game saw us travel to Walsall for what should have been a tougher game than the last few, but 2 goals early on from George Thomas put us well on our way to a comfortable win. This is a player who has been moved around the team and really has struggled to find his best position, and this is by far his best game in a Wrexham shirt since arriving. One thing is for sure, if he builds on this performance, he will go on to have a great season. Let's see if he can push on. Second half goals came from Ollie Palmer and Paul Mullin. So those two are always on the score sheet, aren't they, really? And it gave us a comfortable 4-0 win. And while the board are over the moon with our performance, the fans don't seem as happy. Our lack of direct football seems to be the biggest issue, but we're winning, so let's not change it. On our travels again, this time away at Hartlepool, and 3 goals in the first 5 minutes of the game took the fight away from this Hartlepool team, as a hat-trick from Ollie Palmer grabbed us another 4-goal win. Now, our good form has seen us linked with other jobs. Not that we're going to be going anywhere, as we deny any links with anybody else.
She's got all the hallmarks of an absolute classic underneath the floodlights.
And back to cup action away to Everton. Everton fielded a strong team featuring Jordan Pickford, Yerry Mina, Dwight McNeil and Matt Doherty. Clearly, they didn't want to be another notch on our knockout belt. And they took the lead early on, as Masterson, who has been so dominant in the air all season, missed his header, allowing Bustos to score. Ollie Palmer pulled one back shortly after, but Everton's class told as the game wore on, as second half goals from Bustos and Yerry Mina gave them a 3-1 win. This was the end of our 43-game streak without defeat. We need to get our feet back under us and bounce back in our next game. So we've had a cup run and a superb start to the season. I can't wait to see what the next episode brings, and I will see you all soon.